Lisa, according to Bradford County Sheriff's deputies, they got a call around 7:40 this morning for a fire at the Economy Inn in Lottie. People were told via a Facebook Live video that if they're over 18, if they show up with just their ID, they go over to Gate 7 over there behind me, that they can get a vaccine and no appointment needed. It was the residents of this apartment complex community, Majestic Oaks, who decided to organize the memorial that's getting set up right behind me. The food won't be the only reason why Steve Spurrier says people will be drawn to his brand new restaurant in Gainesville, as health officials put hundreds of shots into people's arms. It didn't hurt. Gainesville pastors are making sure people feel comfortable by leading the way and getting vaccinated. Their latest diversion intake report shows a 91% success rate for people who go through the program. A large contributor to that success comes from Gainesville police. According to data from the NAACP, 1 in every 3 black men in the United States from the time they're born can expect a prison sentence. Irving says those odds do not define him, and he's had his family by his side every step of the way. Receiving exemplary status from the State Department of Education is just the beginning. The program's long-term goal is to expand into similar programs for Native American, Hispanic, and women's studies as well. And while people try to crack the code, employees are here watching your every move, giving you clues, and hoping that you don't escape. Everything you need is categorized. COVID-19 vaccine and case information is under public health. Severe weather updates is under preparedness info. And if you prefer to call, contact information for county and city leaders is just a click away. And here's how it works. You put it on, the device registers every time another alert trace device is within range or within 6 feet and registers that as contact. And if someone tests positive for COVID-19, the alert trace device notifies everyone that the infected person came into contact with, all while maintaining anonymity. In 2014, the move over law was changed to include more than just emergency vehicles. Utilities, sanitation, and tow trucks were added to the list. The only difference? Look out for the yellow flashing lights rather than the red or blue to move over or slow down. While the new facility is fun for visitors and our furry friends, the fair teaches important life skills to students about responsibility. Between the city of Gainesville and Alachua County, the cost for the pilot program will be split 50-50. So we know the SpaceX launch was not a UFO, but it definitely was a surprise for some, especially one North Central Florida woman who says the shine in the sky gave her a sign of hope. Young, now 79, will spend the rest of her days in prison. Her daughter, Joy Fluker, says she wants to turn the pain of what happened at the House of Prayer into purpose to help victims of similar crimes. On April 22nd, Gainesville City Commissioners approved a pay increase for charter officers, including Tanisha Marshall, the Director of Equal Opportunity. Just days later, on April 30th, Marshall submitted her letter of resignation. Now I spoke with Marshall exclusively. You can't celebrate the present without honoring the past, and on TV20's 50th anniversary on air, we'll take you back through the years where things may have looked a bit different, but our mission to put community first has stayed the same. Bradford County Sheriff's deputies have Christian Lee Singleton in custody after a motel fire spread in Lottie.
He came to Lottie this morning wanting to act stupid. You know, we obliged him.
The Economy Inn on US 301 is a total loss after Singleton set a fire called in at 7:40. 17 people, including the owners of the motel, are displaced. Traffic on 301 in Lottie was reduced to one side of the road.
He was very cooperative when they made contact with him at first. Started asking him some questions. He became very combative with the officers. The officers tried to detain him, at which time he put up an act of resistance with the officers, and they had to use physical force. And we received minor injuries. One officer to bust the lip, another to back injury, another one got bit. He was actively fighting the officers.
Behind me is the convenience store where the Alachua County Bomb Squad detonated what Singleton called a bomb in his backpack. I spoke with the Bradford County Commissioner who came out here to ask how she could help.
No one knows when fire is going to strike, just like anything else.
Florida Department of Law Enforcement and the FBI are working with the Bradford County Sheriff's deputies on the investigation. Clay County Fire Rescue sent crews and trainees to help handle the fire that lasted for hours.
It's just overwhelming seeing all this effort working together, all the surrounding counties coming and helping us. We have a firefighter class that's here on training. So it's a blessing to see people come in and just do what they can to help people.
Singleton is in the Bradford County Jail on arson and possibly resisting officers with violence charges with no bond until his first appearance. Ruelle Fludd, TV20 News.
My expectations were met. I'm free. I'm free.
Charged with first-degree attempted murder and facing life in prison for stabbing a man in 2019.
I'm outside the situation. I'm a father, I'm a son, I'm a brother, I'm an amazing dad, I'm an uncle, I'm a community member, I'm an activist, and I'm a revolutionist.
Julius Irving of Gainesville says he's more than the fight that nearly put him in prison. He was arrested, bonded out of the Alachua County Jail, and spent his time preparing for trial. On February 11th, he pled not guilty for self-defense, and the jury agreed.
See, when you say beat the system, right, it's this thing where a war consists of many battles. Whoever wins the most battles win the war. I just won the battle. There's still a whole war going on, right? But to everybody that I'm fighting for, everybody that I'm living for, and I'm willing to die for as well, but it's more important that I live for them, right?
According to data from the NAACP, 1 in every 3 black men in the United States from the time they're born can expect a prison sentence. Irving says those odds do not define him, and he's had his family by his side every step of the way.
Stand for justice or don't stand at all. I will be there.
In and out of the courtroom, the Irving family fought for Julius's freedom. They fought with support from Dream Defenders and the Legal Advocacy and Empowerment Hub in Gainesville.
Not only did Jesus give us the victory, the community itself gave us the victory. Our family members gave us the victory. Everything went up in the air, and when it came down, we got that victory. We stood fast, not only as a family, but as a community.
In their future, the Irvings say they'll continue to fight for those who seek justice. In Gainesville, Ruelle Fludd, TV20 News. There's few places in North Central Florida where you can get a slice of pizza with a slice of Black history. For TV20's Spotlight on Black Businesses, North Central Florida attorney Robert Rush tells us about the pizza in his hood and the Alachua man who makes it happen. Pizza holds a special place in the hearts of many.
You know, our goal is to provide the highest quality, most nutritious pizza, the best wings, so that when people leave here, they got a great meal for their value.
And Black history is a key ingredient in a united community. That's why in 2016, Pizza in the Neighborhood was born in the city of Alachua.
And I've been here, I'm a lifelong resident of Alachua. I've been running restaurants for 25 years. And I'm here to help us turn the corner.
The restaurant is owned by attorney Robert Rush, but truthfully, it's mostly run by general manager Zaid Latson and employees from Alachua.
And that's why I'm here. That's why I took the job, because I believe in what we're doing.
And what they're doing is serving good food, playing good music, and highlighting good people throughout Black history.
Oil paintings, hand-painted all around. And we don't have the names down there. We've got a legend board that you can see. These are all great people.
Shirley Chisholm, Nina Simone, Toni Morrison, to name just a few, leave patrons with a lesson learned.
And it seems to have worked. I mean, it's very gratifying to see couples sitting down here, pointing to the wall, explaining and talking about history. And that's the purpose of it.
And a belly full of pizza through takeout, delivery, or dine-in. I'm Ruelle Fludd. I'll show you how you can shake a leg for a good cause. That's at 6.